Welcome back to Manly Jazz 2025. Hope you're enjoying the very best of a Manly spring day. Doesn't get much better than this. Well, next up on the beachfront stage, we have some of the most colourful and experienced members of the jazz fraternity in Sydney. We can expect a fiery mix of old school New Orleans brass mixed with R&B, funk, calypso and salsa, led by the fabulous Dan Barnett. Yes, this band includes, that's not Dan Barnett. We got Rob Campbell on trumpet, Chris O'Day on tenor sax, Paul Mitchell-Brown on guitar, Karl John's all wrapped up in the Sousaphone over there, spreading love. And we'll have a special guest appearance. Welcome back, Rhys Moore. Let's give a big Manly Jazz welcome to Dr. Dan and the Gris Combo!
Yeah, thank you, folks. Good afternoon. What a cracking day down here in Manly. And it's great to be here. Of course, I've been away for a few months. It's really nice to be back in Australia. The sun's out and we're starting to get cold in the north, so it's great to be here. You just heard, actually, we dedicate that very first opening to our saxophonist that passed away very recently, the beautiful Chris O'Day. And he was a great friend of mine and a great friend of ours. And we're very lucky to have a wonderful man standing in for Chris, and he's now a permanent member of the band, the wonderful Karl Laskowski. Would you please make him welcome? And then you heard Boy Wonder himself. There he is, Rhys Moore on the trombone. Doesn't get any better than that. Getting my backside kicked all along the way. Paul Mitchell-Brown on the guitar. And that tune is written by our fearless leader. I am not the leader of this band, contrary to popular opinion. The leader of this band is Matt Moore up there on the drums. He wrote that tune, that last tune, that's called Sachet. And I'm going to continue with a... Is this one of yours too? Yeah, this is another one of Matt's. This one's called Flies in Your Face. Because you can't do an afternoon of New Orleans music without some Dr. John. Well, down the road, come a junko partner. Boy, he was loaded, loaded as ass can be. Boy, he was knocked down, down loaded. You know he wobbled all over the street. 6 months, ain't no sentence. But then 1 year, ain't no time. Well, they got bars up on the Ponderosa. So every night, tonight's the night. Well, if I had $1 million, just 1 million to call my own, I'd buy me the land around the parish prison. Throw me a big, big movie phone. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mr. Jones, oh boy, on your back so hard, you gotta say, Lordy, oh, if a penny make you tickle, and a nickel make a dime will make you hot, make $1 will make you holler. Let me misbehave when I get a little too frisky. It's a night good rain, you get a little dry. Give me tobacco when I get a little sickly. Give me heaven, oh, before I die. Yeah, down the road, come a junko partner. Rock he was loaded as can be. Well, he was knocked down, down loaded. Don't you know he wobbled all over the street? Little tune by our guitarist, Mr. Paul Mitchell-Brown. This is called Eavesdrop. I haven't introduced her yet, but she's the greatest. Cazzbo on the Sousaphone. that one more time for Cazzbo. And in the tradition of New Orleans brass band, they take old soul tunes and pop tunes and turn them into New Orleans brass band tunes. This is one you might know from one of the Kings of Soul. Bill Withers. This is called Use Me. This next one's a little tune by our guitar man, Mr. Paul Mitchell Brown, who had some great tunes. This one's called What Could Have Been. Well, there's a part of my life, a time I'll always regret. Just a year or two, it hasn't happened yet. It's a moment spent wondering the things I should have seen. Looking forward to what could it be. Maybe long dead and buried comes back in a flash. My younger days, my hopes and dreams were dashed. It's a moment spent wondering the things I should have seen. Looking forward to what could it be. Predictions, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Right here, right now, it's all that remains. Looking forward, what could it be? Now, folks, if you want to come and see us again, we're playing, is it next Sunday? Next Sunday we're playing at Miss Seeley's in Asheville. Anyone here from the Inner West? Any Westies here? Yeah, Roscoe, I can see you. How are you, mate? Anyone else? Ah, yeah, good. Oh, lots of people here from the Inner West. Come down, it's like, you got to come down for a bit of sunshine, a bit of beach. So we're there from, what time are we playing? In the evening, right? 7 o'clock at Miss Seeley's next Sunday. Miss Seeley's is a great venue in Asheville if you haven't been here yet. Very cool venue. This one is from the Olympia Brass Band. This is It Ain't My Fault. Feel free to sing along. That's you guys. Oh. So they can hear you in New Zealand. Come on. Come on, that. Come on. This is Sunday Groove. no, it ain't my fault. I said, no, it ain't my fault. I said, no, it ain't my fault. You claim it, I claim it, it ain't my fault. Mr. Karl Laskowski, come on. Campbell, sing it. Oh, it ain't my fault. No, it ain't my fault. I said no, it ain't my fault. You claim it, I blame it. It ain't my fault. Come on, sing it up now. Come on. No, folks, it's we that should be applauding you. Thank you for singing along with us. This is another tune by Paul Mitchell Brown. This one's called Cradle. Cradle. Rhys Moore there on the trombone. Karl Laskowski. Oh no, it was Campbell on the trumpet. This next tune is a little tune that I wrote way back when with a few buddies of mine. You might see them walking around. Actually, they're playing out there today somewhere. Shane, Jern, Girls, Rod, he's here today somewhere too. Anyway, a little tune of ours called Let Me Be. You might hear this a couple of times today, possibly. So sincere, yes, my mind rages on me. Yeah. Well, I can't come round no more. That just breeds contempt. Your judgment fits the grind. No, I'm not exempt. Well, sure, you think I'm running. I need you any day. You just smell the same. Who's gonna pay? Feels so good to me. Can't you see it's so wrong? Can't you let me be? Just wanna be remembered. You don't get my drift. The voice is so clear. Maybe a compromise. You won't be happy. Life like it comes down to love. Something you're not showing. Your judgment day. Something fear feels so good to me. Can you say it's so wrong? Can't you let me be? I just wanna be remembered. Let me be. Just comes naturally to make my mind. Like no one and his eye. Let me be. Fulfill my dreams, fulfill I will. Cause I know I got a heart, soul, that's all I really need. Far from a microphone, cause deep down I'm a fiend. But you know what I mean, I just disagree with your attitude in front of you, and how I should be. You see, I've had my share of bad times. Everything I touched is sour like wine. Let me win so much, I think my name was alcohol. Let me hear you instead of to break my fall. It's only me when sensing. Now that you got artificial friendship, I still got your thought. I was always being fair. You're never gonna make it true. You won't make it back. He's gonna make it pain. I told you that. You're never gonna make it true. You won't make it back. He's gonna make it pain. I told you that. There was a time that I believed you. Can you say it's so wrong? Can't you let me be? I just wanna be remembered. Oh, it feels so good to me. Can you say it's so wrong? Can't you let me be? I just wanna be remembered. Oh, it feels so good to me. I can't say it's so wrong. Can't you let me be? I just wanna be remembered. What is that rabble down there, folks? Have you guys had fun? Give it up for Paul Mitchell-Brown on the guitar. Cazzbo on the sousaphone. Isn't she great? We love you, Cazzbo. Rob Campbell on the trumpet. Karl Laskowski on the tenor saxophone. Boy wonder. Rhys Moore on the trombone. Yours truly, Dan Barnett. Thanks so much, folks. We dedicated the whole gig today to our dear friend Chris O'Day, and he would have loved it. Loved to be here. He would have loved all the. I know he loved it here. He played here many times, so we're thinking of him to play. Here they come, folks. I think you're going to need to get up out of your seats because I think we might have to join them. Come on, cats. We can't hear you. Come on. Come on, come on. I know who that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Street Parade! Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want to be your every number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. And when the sun begins to shine. When the sun begins to shine, how I want to be in that number. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When the sun begins to shine.
You wanted an encore, right? You sure? Come on. got a girl down in Tokyo. Promised her mama never love her no more. I got her down in Manio. Promise she's gonna put on a show. Sing it out now! Oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza Jane. Oh, little Liza. Just the trumpets, come on, trumpets, give it to us, come on. Girl down in Tokyo. Promised her mama never love her no more. And I got a girl in Sydney town. She looks pretty funny, she's a bit of a clown.
combo. That was incredible. That's why it's a festival. And up here we also have the Crawfish Po'boys Brass Band and the King Street Brass Band and the Jitterbug Club were dancing. It was a hot mess. How much fun was that? Manly Jazz 2025. We're celebrating 48 years of Manly Jazz, and what better way than with that absolute festival on stage. What's the collective noun for a rabble of jazz musicians? Is it a riff? A riff-raff. That was insane. Well, stay with me for a moment, folks, as I have a very special guest joining me on stage. 48 years ago, John Spate started the Manly Jazz Festival, and the Spate family have lovingly curated this festival for the last 48 years. The baton has passed throughout the years, and with us today we have Caroline Spate. Welcome Caroline to the stage, please. Caroline does not want to do a speech, so I'm just going to say hello and thank you, Caroline, for putting together such a wonderful lineup. How good is it to see such a great crowd on a beautiful spring day and see that collection of musicians on stage?
Without the musicians and the audience, we don't have a festival, so it's absolutely amazing. Thank you everyone for coming out and having a great time.
Now, I know it's a lot of hard work getting this festival organised, 70 artists across the 4 stages over the weekend, but when you see this event now 40 years young, how do you reckon your dad would feel about it now?
He would be absolutely delighted that it's still continuing, and we need to thank Northern Beaches Council for continuing to put the festival on, and I'm absolutely delighted that I can still curate it.
And Pam, we're delighted you can curate it as well. Please give a big Manly Jazz thank you to Caroline Spate. Thank you so much. It's a lot of work. Well, I hope you're having a fantastic day out there. Now is a very appropriate time for me to tell you that Northern Beaches Council are extremely proud to still be putting on the Manly Jazz Festival after 48 years. The festival can get better each year with your input. If you scan the QR code that's around the venue, there is a survey that you can participate in, and I think right now there's no better time than to hop on and fill out that survey. Tell us the things that you like and tell us the things that you feel that we can improve on. I'm sure that there's not very much with this weather, this day, and these artists on stage. Feel free to jump onto the socials and follow Manly Jazz, at Manly Jazz, on Instagram. Upload your photos and do all that sort of stuff and tag Manly Jazz so that people know how much fun we're having here. While you're here today, make sure that you visit Buckety's pop-up venue down there. It's a perfect place to relax, enjoy some fabulous music, some fine food, and some of their world-renowned, award-winning brews that they have down there. The perfect place to relax and enjoy. Or, further down the Corso, there's the Optus Chill Zone, which is a nice place to sit and witness some of the jazz stars of tomorrow, the jazz stars of the future stage down there. We'll be back very, very soon with our next fantastic act. In the meantime, continue to enjoy Manly Jazz 2025!
Northern Beaches Council is committed to delivering best practice in the areas of environmental protection and sustainability. Please remember to put your rubbish and recycling in the allocated bins. Free filtered water is available around the site. Make sure you refill and refresh.
you? Yeah.